Hello, and welcome to the intro to your Pluto reading. I'm super excited to be doing this Pluto reading for you. We are going to dive deep into some really potent and powerful information to guide you through this really potent and magical and transformational time where there's a portal of medicine that's open for you. It's what I believe about astrology and transits, especially really big ones like this. So we'll be exploring where Pluto sits in your natal chart. We'll dive into the current transit that Pluto's making and reflect on where it's been in Capricorn over the last 15 years and how that's been impacting you and your life and your chart. And then we'll take a look at where it's heading into Aquarius for the next 20 years. And to make it even more magical, I pulled a goddess card just for you. And we will dive into her archetype and how her energy weaves into your journey in particular. And when I draw a goddess card, I actually pick it from a bin of hundreds of cards that I have collected from several different goddess decks. So the goddess that you get is very unique to you and special, and I'm excited that she's made her way into your reading. To wrap it all together, we'll finish with a DNA light code activation and guided inner journey there that is tailored specifically to you and aligned with the themes of your reading. And throughout this reading, and especially in your light code activation, I'll be referencing some key gifts and shadows from your Gene Keys chart, which is a sacred system that aligns beautifully with astrology. It's kind of based in astrology to reveal your soul's blueprint. And so I'm not sure how much you know about Gene Keys, but if you're new to it, a little quick overview. Every Gene Key has in your chart has a shadow, an energy where we often get stuck. And to move out of shadow, we activate the gift. And here's the thing though, the gift isn't necessarily always our default strength. It's like people talk about, oh, you're gifted in this. It's not really the conventional meaning of gift per se. It's often something that we have to consciously develop by leaning into it. And usually we have instinctual kind of patterns that cause us to not do that by habit until we develop it. And so that's what's so magical actually about looking into our Gene Keys, because the moment you turn toward your gift and even just meditate on the energy of the word, it really brings profound shift. I have found, like, super fast portals open, quantum leaps happen, and powerful transformations unfold. Each Gene Key also has a siddhi, spelled SIDDHI, which is a state of divine transcendence, like moments of enlightenment that we can experience that kind of points us in the direction or lets us know that we're operating in the realm of our gift and not our shadow. It comes from a Sanskrit word that reflects the highest expression of each key. And so while we might not be quite capable in our 3D reality to live in a state of siddhi or acidic state at all times as human beings here, we can touch it in glimmers and when we're activating that gift and shifting out of shadow. And so again, that's how we know when we're aligned and we're working in harmony with the highest version of ourselves. And yeah, I would really love to look deeper into your Gene Keys profile if that's something that calls to you in the future. So I'll just throw that out there. It's actually something that has really profoundly shifted and transformed my life in the biggest ways. And I am a personal development junkie who has tried everything out there. And this has been the fastest, most potent and transformational tool ever. And that's why I include it in my astrology readings. And I feel like it's super important, and definitely include it in your DNA light code activation. So why is Pluto a big deal now? Pluto, or as I refer to her, goddess Plutonia, because I work in a branch of astrology that is a goddess-based astrology, where I see and view all of the planets as goddesses or goddess frequencies or energies or archetypes that we are meant to embody and activate within us. And that's why I also pair it with the DNA light code activation. I really feel that when we pull together this energy, this planetary energy of the celestial bodies that our ancestors have been paying attention to for millennia, that we really can activate the frequencies or codes inside of our DNA that have been latent and maybe forgotten or hidden from us. And we can activate our powers and our abilities and our gifts and our acidic states that are available to us when we are in alignment with our divine blueprint. But that's just a little tangent there on all of that. But back to Plutonia. She is the queen of transformation, the archetype of death, rebirth, and alchemical change. And her energy dismantles the structures that no longer serve us and clears the way for new beginnings. So I like to think of her as like a moving tower card moving through our astrology chart, like the tower card in tarot. She just tears down anything that is false or outdated, which can feel intense if we don't see it coming. But when you're equipped with the wisdom and knowledge, it really becomes clear that things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. And that really is the magic of Pluto's work. She is the queen of transformation, but also the queen of reclamation and reclaiming what is really ours to the darkest depths of our being. And when I say darkest depths, I mean like associated with like the feeling and energy of the dark womb of creation. The darkness is where things are born and created, and there's just this beautiful magic. Plutonia doesn't just bring endings, she reveals the gifts that are hidden beneath the rubble. Transformation isn't just about destruction, it is our key to deep liberation and renewal. And when we learn to surrender to her cycles, we align with the natural flow of life, releasing what no longer fits for us, and we're able to embrace new possibilities in ways that maybe we couldn't even access before. So the current Pluto window, and I'll touch on that and what it means for you. Pluto stationed direct in Capricorn on October 11th, which marks the final 6-week window of Capricorn energy before Pluto shifts into Aquarius on November 19th. After that, Pluto will never return to Capricorn in our lifetime. This is a once in 248 year cycle, and it's closing out right now. Like, that's huge. Like, we're at the edge of this profound transition where one chapter ends and a new one begins. Perhaps even a whole new book in your life's journey is starting, and that's how massive and monumental it is. So this reading is going to equip you with the insight and the guidance that you need in order to navigate this massively monumental shift. The 15 years of Pluto in Capricorn have been this time of deep restructuring and growth. Capricorn is the elder or crone goddess, and she's been teaching us commitment, discipline, and sustainable mastery, helping us to rebuild the foundations of our joy, our creativity, and our expression from the ground up. So we're going to look at where she's been doing that for you, right? This conjunction of her between, well, I shouldn't use the word conjunction, but this coming together of her between Pluto, right, in Capricorn, these two, master goddesses here. And so when Pluto enters Aquarius, she comes into contact with the cosmic revolutionary goddess, the goddess of innovation. And this energy will feel very different. Aquarius brings liberation, innovation, and the freedom to express yourself in ways that you've never imagined. So if Capricorn was about creating competence through hard work, Aquarius is about lightness, curiosity, and radical self-expression, right? That's a totally different energy to embrace and to move into. So again, that's why it's important that you're here and you're hearing this and you're listening and you're taking this in, because knowing this is really going to serve you. I think if we don't know this, we might try and stay stuck in the old energies and not allow this new lightness, curiosity, innovation to flow in. So this window of time in the coming months is this invitation to explore what brings you a sense of rapture, your ability to surrender joy and creativity with full abandon. And so this new phase is about letting go of half-heartedness and really diving fully into the things that light us up and making sure we're surrounded by the people who inspire us and spark our growth, right? So what this reading is designed to do is to help you align with the energy of this transition, to make sense of the endings that you're experiencing and prepare for this new chapter or this new book ahead of you, right? Pluto's journey can really feel like an upheaval, and it's also this invitation to step into the highest version of yourself, equipped with the wisdom that you've gained along the way, right? So together in this coming reading, we're going to explore Pluto's placement in your natal chart, where it's been working behind the scenes your whole life, the current and upcoming transits of Pluto, including what you've been experiencing over the past 15 years and what's on the horizon for the next 20, and then the goddess guiding you on this journey, offering her wisdom and energy to this process of yours, and then the DNA light code activation and guided inner journey to activate these gifts and codes within you that are right there ready to come online. So I'm glad you're here. You're standing at the edge of something big, ready to release what no longer serves you and embrace the possibilities aligned with your essence. And when you're tapping into Plutonia as your guide, then you are more empowered to dance through the endings and celebrate your growth and step boldly into the future. So we're going to dive in very soon and see where Pluto is for you.